Alright, we've got Hiryu versus Squirm. Squam. That's his name for today. Yeah, he's using a decent preset here, pretty shiny. Easily saves that one. That second shot being pretty close, but will not go in. I think that's an open net miss from Squirm. Oh my. Already in shambles. But hey, it's only early doors. There's some warming up to do for Squirm. Hiryu has had a little bit of a warm up against a fairly easy opponent, but warm up nonetheless. Squirm here with the big intercepts and missing the boost will not be able to capitalize on the opportunity. Here there with the big demo. Ooh, that's me disconnecting. Big challenge from Hiryu. Squirm leaving the chance for the shots, and it will be in. Just leaving a little bit too much space there. Squirm did. Was going for that boost, assuming there would be no follow-up by Hiryu. And you gotta make sure to respect your opponent. That's just another goal for Hiryu. 2 goals up now off the counter attack. Squirm with some early mistakes, but you can easily come back from this. Here, decent mechanical play by Squirm, but it won't get him too far at the moment. Squirm leaving a little bit of space, but wasn't too threatening, so it'll be fine. He tries to get a decent 50, even adjusting his camera to do so, but hey, he'll just get a really good clear, and he will be able to follow up, and it's another open net miss. Squirm, he's had some decent opportunities already. He probably shouldn't be 2 goals down, but he has managed to do it. Squirm, he's just hard throwing it at the minute. I can't believe it, to be honest. I can't believe the scene. Still's gonna get kick off. Does he score it this time? Yes, he will. Into the bottom corner. Finally, a bit of momentum, let's say. Even though he has been playing fairly good so far, it's the finishing touches that should give him some confidence for the rest of the game. Be a little bit more clinical here. Decent shot from here. He just goes straight to Squirm though, so won't be the one that goes in. A big clear from Squirm, and the same from Hiryu really. So he has a bit more boost than Squirm, so that rifles that one into the bottom corner. Squirm tries to get it out, but can only get it as far as the opposite corner of his goal. Squirm with a decent kickoff gets the boost as well. It was for a shot there, but didn't really do too much, and Hiryu could have actually let that one bounce and then managed to come back the counter attack like that, but he didn't. So wasn't able to score off of the misplaced shots and the overcommit from Squirm. Here, big miss from Squirm. Scrambles his way around, and it's a really big demo. I mean, this really should be a goal. A lot of space for Hiryu, and he will actually choose to take his time. Doesn't want to be too hasty to get that one. I was gonna say hesitant, but that wouldn't really make any sense. Big clear from Hiryu, puts himself in an awkward position. Oh, almost a really good catch. Can he get the goal? Oh, he actually bumps Hiryu just about out of the way to get the goal. And now he's within 2. Half of the game has been already gotten. I think it's now. I mean, it's basically 3/4 done now. Ooh, ceiling shot attempt, musty, and that'll just be a free goal for Hiryu. You know, it was a pretty attempt. It was a pretty attempt. You know, you can't deny it, but no real reason to go for a musty there. Let's be honest. There's a lot of other very viable options. Someone at this level won't be consistent at that kind of musty. So hey, Nice try, but next time maybe go for something a little bit more consistent. He will go back in either. Gets one flip per se. Goes for another one. Actually gets one eventually. But again, these plays, like, there are just so many mechanical plays as well that are just way more viable. And it's just not going for them. Another goal here from Hiryu. And I feel like the decision making has been the decider so far in this series. And of course, you know, Squirm missing some open nets, let's say. That's also been a bit of a deciding factor. Here we'll just have another clear attempt here. Squirm puts it into his own corner. Just to air dribble the ball out, but does it really awkwardly. Allows a bit too free of a possession for Hiryu. Has another good chance to score, and he will puts it into the top corner without much speed, but none required. 7-2, game 1 will go to Hiryu. Insane. Internet put on this display. I mean, game 1's just done here. Some extra goals here, but that won't really matter in the long run. Really interested to see what Squirm does to try to come back in the next game, though, because he's been dominated here. Yeah, he's just gonna keep scoring. Squirm's probably just hoping that he wants to move on to the next game, because the game has been decided. But he has been a bit ruthless in the past, and he'll continue to do so. Squirm probably doesn't even care if he scores this. We'll just get it, just to know that he can score open nets, because he hasn't quite done that this game. I'm interested to see if he goes for a card change. He doesn't really need to, I'd say. He has like just missed some open nets, so I think it's not really down to the point where he has to be that desperate to the point where he has to do a card change. You know, generally speaking, he's fine. Just some mistakes and some open nets, especially to fix there. But overall, still fairly promising, so he shouldn't have to be that desperate yet. Damn, son. Damn. Ooh, that's just a really good 50. And Squirm actually has changed car, and I disagree with that decision, to be honest. The Esper, it's not a bad car, but yeah. Great 50 from Hiryu. We'll get him the lead. A big clang from Hiryu. Squirm trying to get it forwards, but doesn't really do too much with it here. Shots from Hiryu will not be threatening enough to score off of it, but has been able to get a lot of boost here to make it so more difficult for Squirm to deal with these offensive chances. He had a little bit of a mistouch, and it is an open net attempt. He will be able to score it. Squirm will get his first on the board in game 2, ties it up in just under a minute in the game gone. Right off the kickoff, we'll have another opportunity. Did not really make the best of it, but did get Hiryu's boost in the meantime. Flicks it up, saved easily by Hiryu, who has been using a lot of boost. A really weird touch here by Squirm. I think he could have applied pressure in a lot of an easier fashion there. Now goes up for the flipper set. He's been going for a lot of mechanical plays. What will he do here? He will aim for the bottom corner, saved by Hiryu. You're delaying that attempt, but didn't really get anything productive with it. Ear open at attempt consistently has been missed by Squirm, and it will be consistently the same. I mean, he's actually freestyling towards the ball as well. Like, I don't think anyone was surprised he missed it. I think everyone was expecting him to miss it, in fact. You going for the Edward bump, and oh, I thought he got it, but it's saved by scoring brilliantly, and he will score the open out counter. And thus it is all tied up once again. Squirm in his own corner here. You're looking like he wants a demo. Squirm, can he get the counter? He does get a shut off, but it will be saved by Hiryu. Gets there in time. A little bit of a chase by Squirm, and then almost got it in as well. Catching Hiryu a little bit off guard here. Passes away practically to Hiryu. An okay shot, but nothing too special. Does get a demo on Squirm, but he will spawn before anything else. He tries to get the, I don't know what you call that. That's not even Doomsday Dish. That's like in between. I guess a shot off the corner, kind of. Your decent shots, just about saved by Squirm. Barely recovers from his awkward save. Here a lot of space for Hiryu. Will he aim for the top corner? He will try. Here it doesn't get near enough. Squirm gets a very average shot here. Hiryu with a very average clear. But a brilliant demo on Squirm will present him some space and time to work his play. Goes for a giant monster flank onto the crossbar. Wasn't able to follow up the shot immediately. Ends up just kind of giving away possession, but that being said, Squirm is on 0 boost, so he's not very comfortable with controlling that on 0. Hiryu will opt to go for that boost. Probably didn't have to, but did nevertheless. Yeah, good play forwards by Hiryu, and he's got practically an open net. He has delayed it, and he has missed it. I mean, I simply just cannot believe it at this point. Like, I don't know what's going on. Squirm with a decent attempt here. Flicks it way too high. His recovery won't be too well. He will get there back in time eventually, though. Hiryu hasn't been really effective enough to the degree that I was expecting from him at first. I think both players really have a bit more to offer than what they have so far. Open net will be converted by Hiryu Dragonair. Minute remaining, more than enough time for Squirm to come back. I mean, it is literally just one goal, and that is all it was until now. Now it's 0. Squirm has been fighting back to get back into the series 1-1, but does have a bit of a tall ask. Hiryu is a great player, and so is himself, but knowing that he goes 2 down in the series probably will play on his mental a little bit here. He has to win this game. He's not going to lose if he loses this one, but he puts himself in such a tough situation. In a best of series, you know, every game that you add, a best of 3, a best of 5, you know, it really completely changes how the series gets played in the mental department. Your decent flick saved by Hiryu. Going 0 boost. He's not even thinking about scoring it. He just wants to get it down on the ground, and he does eventually. Into overtime we go in game 2, and I have to say, what a crucial game this is. Kick-off goal, will it be for Squirm? No, he's barely missed it. And here's on low boost, he has to get a good 50. Squirm will get the mid boost and the ball right after. He's waiting for overcommit from Hiryu. He's on 50, doing just fine on boost. Squirm gets a random, but won't be able to reach the ball right after. Goes for another mechanical play. Hiryu is comfortable with defending that one off the back wall. Early challenge from Hiryu, and it was quite a good one. Eventually, Squirm will be the one on the ball afterwards, though. Tries to clear it out, and it will be a goal, and he takes game 2 in overtime. Hiryu just leaves a little bit too much space off the counter here, putting himself out of position. And Squirm, all he has to do is get it on target with a decent amount of speed, and he's got himself back into this series. Hiryu losing that overtime. And I wonder, now that Squirm's taken that, whether that completely changes the momentum here. Squirm taking the goal right off the first kickoff in game 3. That's just another great kickoff from Squirm, and he looks like he's going to take another one, and he will. Really taking a momentum from the last game to his advantage here. And I think Hiryu has a lot more to offer in this series. You know, in the first game he played alright, but I think he can you know, really reach a new level here in this series. Waiting to see that. A really good clear here, I have to say. Squirm just about in position to save that one. Leaving a lot of space here, but Hiryu a little bit awkward. Tries to flick it, but really he was in a position where he could not come back, and that's just an it was going to be another goal, but Squirm, I mean, I'm not even gonna say that was a mistake. That was just him being cocky. I feel like misses another time there. Hiryu off the counter, tries to get a good flick, doesn't really get the best one. Squirm tries to pop it over Hiryu, but Hiryu gets a really good challenge, and he will score off it as well. And has got himself within a 1 again. Big challenge from Hiryu. To some degree desperate, but it definitely worked out, so we cannot judge it fully. Here, a very great kickoff, and I think that's just going to go straight in, and it will. And it's all tied up. And I think that's actually a kickoff strat used by yeah, I didn't really see it correctly, but it looked like, you know, Scrum just hit it straight into him, and then Hiryu just kind of had a free attempt, and it's just been another kickoff goal. 3 kickoff goals so far in the first minutes. Here, decent clear by Hiryu. And an okay save, but who, you know, Scrummy's leaving a lot of space here for Hiryu. Question is, can he make the most of it? He's waiting out something from Squirm, and he, you know, uses his time and space perfectly here. Uses his time, just sneak up onto the play as close as possible, and then flicks it up just as Squirm challenges eventually in the last time the last time that he possibly can. And this is another good kickoff from Hiryu, and he should have the lead now. And this game has been back and forth in the first minute and a half. No telling what happens from here on out, but I have a feeling Hiryu might just edge this one. Ever so barely. Hiryu going for another attempt, doesn't quite get the power on it. Squirm gets the save and the boost. Provides himself with a bit of space and time. Here goes for some kind of breezy flick that, you know, you really messed up on it, but he got the demo afterwards, so you will have another chance here. Really bad hit forwards by Squirm. Now, here is going to be in a really tough situation, but he practically just put it straight to him. Here you're trying to control it into his own corner here. Kind of throws it away there, but to his luck, Squirm also messed up in the midfield, providing him a little bit of breathing room here. Fake of the breezy, but ultimately wasted opportunity put to the side. Here you're going in the air, popping it up. Squirm touches it down. Oh. I'd love to be able to tell what's happening, but I'm lagging. Here hit forwards by Squirm. Here you, not too many issues dealing with that one. Does get it to the top corner, saved by Squirm ever so barely. Squirm keeps getting these defensive touches just good enough to get Hiryu out of bay. Here another flick attempt by Hiryu, but his flicks haven't been really that impressive. He got one monster flick, but it was way over the crossbar. And all of the other ones haven't really gotten too much accuracy nor power on them. From going into the air backwards. Tries to air dribble it what this time. A little bit too awkward to do so. Here you still with this 1-goal lead that he got way before in like the first 2 minutes of this game. Now 1.5 remaining in this one. Oh, and I think he's got another one bouncing off left of the post, the left post. And goes up. Squirm making a big mistake there. And free goal for Hiryu. 9.5. More than enough time to come back for Squirm. He just has to score this one. Oh, I thought Hiryu was gonna just barely get that save, but no. Squirm threads the needle, gets him within one. As it has been for most of the game for both players. Very back and forward, and that's just another kickoff goal for Squirm, and it's all tied up. And that's all it has to be. That's all you have to do. Just a couple kickoff goals, and the entire match changes. Any laggers in chat? Whoa. You're just scrambling to get the ball away, and it looks like Squirm's gonna score another one, and he will. 54 seconds remaining. And Squirm's level really has risen throughout the series, game by game. Here you're noticing that he probably can't leave this ball. Tries to clang away, but gets no power on it. Tries to follow it up, but again, just no boost, there's no real like different you know, creative plays he can go for. There's only real one thing he can do, which makes it really easy for Squirm to read. The possibilities limited to one. Does not make it very hard for the opponent to read. Squirm still 1-goal lead with 20 seconds remaining, and here he will be waiting patiently for that chance to counter. Here has a chance to clang it. Will that be in? Squirm, he will barely save it off to his own post and out, and that's actually a decent clear because it bounces the ball away a very large amount, and that'll just be game. Squirm, crucial play at the end there, almost threw it away with the offensive chance that he did make, but afterwards in defense he did make up for it. Back and forwards. Back what? Forwards? Is that a word? Back and forth game. Sorry. I think that's the saying. I do think that's the saying. Reading up. Forgot what the saying was there. My brain was going insane. Insane in the membrane. Ooh, messed up kickoff by Hiryu, and he'll be one down straight off the first kickoff of the game. Ooh, a big flick from Hiryu ties it up. In the first 15 seconds, 2 goals going in both ways. And Hiryu actually gets a decent flick this time. He's been trying to get some in this series, but he's finally eventually starting to score more of them. Hiryu really slowing down this flick, doesn't really get too much from it. Squirm loses control of the ball. I feel like he's a little bit more consistent with defensive plays, and I feel like he can reach another level. You know, reach a higher level. Even though he's been consistent with them, you know, it's been like consistently, you know, kind of average, as opposed to Squirm being like either really good or really bad with his offensive chances. That being said, that was pretty bad from Hiryu. Just kind of gives away a free goal for Squirm there. Here, an aggressive chance by Hiryu, really trying to get himself back into the game really quick. Here will Squirm read this one. He will put it onto the sidewall as it goes into midfield now. Some 40 boost. Decent opportunity. Good boost steal by Squirm, but Hiryu does have 40. Tries to go for a wave dash play. Not impressive enough. Oh, and a big demo by Hiryu. Squirm was trying to control that one and then put it on target, but Hiryu gets a crucial demo. That being said, a really bad play there, just loses control of the ball completely. Squirm gets it past Hiryu there, but an unlucky bounce will slow down his play so much. Bad flick from him as well, and a counter. Will Hiryu be able to score? Oh, he tries to 50 that for some reason, but you didn't have to do that at all. Could have just read to where the ball was going and maybe decided to play afterwards there. Big challenge by Hiryu there as well. Won't be able to beat Squirm there, so leaves it eventually. But is it within time? Yes, it will be. Tries to dribble the ball out of his own half into the sidewall just to control it. Squirm pushes up close but fakes. Good save by him. And Squirm's defense really has improved throughout the series, even though he's always, you know, he has messed up a decent amount of his offensive chances of giving away counterattacks like Hiryu just did here. On defense, he's actually really stepped it up this series, I feel like, whenever he does find himself defending a play. Here, really struggling to get his 1v1 plays past Squirm at the moment. That being said, a kickoff goal will go in favor of Hiryu. And they find themselves one goal apart, as they have been multiple times in this series. Squirm going for corner boost. Ooh, Hiryu almost getting the bump off of his flip actually. Ooh, and a big mistake from Hiryu, leaving the open net space for Squirm, who will just add another one to his tally. Oh, and a messed up kick up completely by Hiryu. Won't amount to a goal for Squirm instantly. Hiryu. So has a chance to shoot, puts it right under the crossbar, but unfortunately goes out right afterwards. I thought it was going to be the perfect shot, but it's slightly off, and in return It will concede, so close to perfect shots, but unfortunately for him, he will find himself 3 goals down to Squirm, who is on match point. Keep in mind, 1 minute and 20 seconds away from winning the series and securing the #1 seed. Hear you. I think he was the expected winner here, but he's really been put to the test and been put at a great disadvantage against Squirm here. Here flicked by Hiryu, and it will be into the top corner. And finally, he gets the one that he wanted the whole series. 50 seconds remaining. Kickoff tactic by Hiryu not really working out there. Will it be an open net goal for Squirm? No, it won't be. Very soft shots, but one with caution. He tries to go for a low 50. Hiryu, a decent idea, but Squirm able to 50 it out just about. Squirm and low boost, just has to try to make sure Hiryu doesn't really gain possession here. Tries to go for the demo, Hiryu does, but unfortunately Squirm able to dodge it that time. And Squirm really has been really good at dodging a lot of these bumps and demos by Hiryu. And it has to be said, Squirm has just looked simply more impressive so far. And a good save. And that will be the series done and dusted. Squirm will be the #1 seed with the double tap to finish off the series. 3-1. Squirm playing absolutely out of his mind. And has defeated the giant in this tournament, that is Hiryu. Hiryu will have to go down to face a #3 seed from another group in the first round of playoffs. I want to check how far into the series is it actually on stream. Okay, it's last 30 seconds.